Good afternoon, second grade. Happy Monday afternoon. I wanted to record this video to go over our first phonics concept for the week. This is for lesson 24. What we're going to be working with for the first part of the week in phonics is prefixes. Now, this should be review for us because we have gone over prefixes as one of our grammar units. Let's remind ourselves what a prefix is. We know that suffixes come at the end of a base word or a root word. Prefixes come before a base word or a root word. Prefixes change the meaning of words. The prefixes that we're going to be working with this week are re, un, over, pre, and miss. Okay? And after we watch this brain pop video together, we will hopefully be able to define most of them, and I will go over their definitions with you again. So we'll watch the brain pop, we'll go over some of the definitions, and then we will do the Reader's Notebook page 127 together. All right? All right, let's get started with our favorite characters, Annie and Moby, and watch this video on prefixes. You have access to Brain Pop at home as well. You can go and watch this movie for free. You don't have to have a subscription or anything like that. Just go ahead and create an account with your parents' help, and you can access all the Brain Pop videos that I show, and there's plenty that I haven't even shown before. So you guys can just explore Brain Pop, and there's lots of fun stuff on there. All right.
Just add one more to the top. It's okay, Moby. We can rebuild it. What are prefixes? A prefix is a letter or a group of letters that is attached to the beginning of a word to change its meaning.
All right, what do you think the prefix is in the word prefix? Do you recognize a group of letters that we've seen before that is attached to the beginning of a word? Yes, in the word prefix, there is a prefix. It's pre. Pre means before.
Well, in the word rebuild, the root word is build. The prefix re means again. So rebuild means to build again. When you rewrite something, you write it over again. When you replant a flower, you plant it again. The prefix miss means wrong or badly. So misspell means to spell incorrectly. People misbehave when they mistreat others.
Misbehave means to behave badly or incorrectly. Miss means badly or incorrectly. To mistreat someone is to treat someone badly or incorrectly.
Cool. You're a superstar. The prefix super can emphasize the meaning of a word or make it greater. Prefixes can change the meaning of a word. What prefixes give a word an opposite meaning?
Can you think of a prefix, maybe more than one, that gives a word an opposite meaning? For example, how could we make a word, one word, that means not happy? Can you think of a prefix that means not?
In the word unsafe, the root word is safe, but the prefix un means not.
There you go. The prefix un means not. So in my example, not happy, you could say unhappy. Unhappy means not happy.
So unsafe means not safe. This cake has unequal slices. It's unlucky if your ice cream falls. You unwrap a gift.
Okay, if un means not, let's define all of these words. Unequal means not equal. Unlucky means not lucky. Unwrap means to not wrap.
The prefix dis also means not. You might dislike something or disagree with someone. Pinocchio's nose grew when he was dishonest. I can think of other prefixes that give the root word an opposite meaning. The prefixes ill, n, usually mean not. Illegal means not legal. Impossible means not possible. Inconsiderate means not considerate. Irresponsible means not responsible. What prefixes describe amounts or numbers? You can use words that you know to help you figure out what prefixes mean. I know a bicycle has 2 wheels, and binoculars have 2 lenses. A tricycle has 3 wheels, and a triangle has 3 angles or corners. So the prefix bi means 2, and tri means 3. There are 100 years in a century, so the prefix cent means 100. There are 1,000 millimeters in a meter, so the prefix milli means 1,000. I know there are a ton of prefixes, but you learn them as you read. How can prefixes help you understand what you read? I'm reading a book about plants. Some plants can grow in sub-zero temperatures. I'm not sure what the word sub-zero means. I can break apart the prefix and the root to help me understand. I know that a submarine travels underwater, and a subway travels below ground.
So what do we think the prefix sub must mean? If a submarine is underwater and a subway is underground, sub must mean below or under. So then use what you know about the prefix sub to define the word sub-zero. Sub-zero temperatures must be below 0. Very, very, very cold.
The prefix sub must mean under. So sub-zero temperatures must mean temperatures that are below 0 degrees.
All right. So Annie and Moby covered some of the prefixes that we're going to be working with this week. As I mentioned earlier, the prefixes we're focusing on are re, un, over, pre, and miss. The prefix re means again. So if you retell a story, you tell the story again. If you rewrite something, you write it again. Okay? The next prefix is un. Un is a prefix that we use to make an opposite meaning because it means not. So my example earlier, unhappy means not happy. Over is a prefix that means too much or too long, okay? So if you oversleep, you sleep too long. If you overeat, you probably will have a tummy ache because you eat too much. Over means too much or too long. Pre, like in the word prefix, means before. To preheat the oven means to heat it before you cook something. Okay? And finally, miss. Miss means incorrectly or wrong. The example in the video was misbehave. If you misbehave, you behave incorrectly. or not nicely. If you misspell a word, you spell it incorrectly. You spell it wrong. Okay? So those are the prefixes we're focusing on this week. All right, I'm going to pretend like we're in our reading groups right now, just like we usually start with our warm-up. So I'll pause after I give each direction, okay? I'm going to say a word, count the syllables, and name the first syllable. Listen. Repack. I hear 2 syllables, and I'll clap it out. Repack. The first syllable is re. Say repack with me. Repack. How many syllables do you hear? 2. We clapped 2 times. What is the first syllable? Re. Repack. The first syllable is re. The second syllable is pack. Let's do some more. Listen as I say a word, and you tell how many syllables you hear, and repeat the first syllable, okay? Retell. Retell. 2 syllables. The first syllable is re. Unwrap. Unwrap. 2 syllables, and the first syllable is un. Pretest. Pretest. 2 syllables. The first syllable is pre. Unhappy. Unhappy. 3 syllables. The first syllable is un. Misunderstand. Misunderstand. 4 syllables in that word, and the first syllable is miss. Last one, preschool. Preschool. 2 syllables. The first syllable is pre. Notice that these prefixes are their own syllables. They have their own vowel sound in them. All right? I sent your parents a document that looks like this. What I want you to do is read these words aloud and notice the words that have prefixes in them. So in our first line, test, pretest. The word pretest has a prefix. What is the prefix? The prefix is pre. It means before. If you take a pretest, that's a test before the final test. What about retest? Retest has a prefix. That prefix is re. Re means again. So if you retest, you're testing again. Okay? Paid, repaid, unpaid. Paid is a base word. The word repaid has a prefix. That prefix is re. Re means again. If you repaid, you paid again. Unpaid also has a prefix. That prefix is un. Un means not. So if it is something is unpaid, it has not been paid yet. Okay? Let's look at our reader's notebook page together. This is page 127. This is your assignment for today. The directions say, make words with prefixes. Read the base word, then add the prefix at the top of the column and write the new word. I've done the first one. So we have an example. The root word or the base word is lock. Okay? We can add the prefixes un and re to this base word to change its meaning. Okay? Un means not. To unlock a door would be to not lock it. To change the fact that it's locked. To re-lock would be to lock something again. Re means again. Okay, let's look at the next base word. Tie. At the end of the day, you might want to untie your shoes. If your shoelaces become loose, you will need to re-tie them. Untie means not tie. Retie means tie again. Okay, let's look at the next base word, pin. Add the prefix un to that word. Prefixes go before the base word, so we unpin. Let's add re to that word. Once again, the prefix goes before the base word, so repin. There's a dog upstairs at my apartment that's making all kinds of whiny noises. Sorry if you guys hear that in the background. Okay, next base word is fold. Okay. If you take a shirt out of your drawer, you might unfold it. Means not fold. And if you make a mess of your drawer, mom or dad might ask you to refold your clothes. Fold them again. All right. We have the next base word is pack. Give you a second to do that one on your own, and then we'll check our work together. Adding the prefixes un and re. Remember, un means not, re means again. All right. Add un to the base word pack, and we have unpack. Unpack your suitcase after a trip, not pack it. And before you get ready to leave, if you've taken all your clothes out of your suitcase, you will need to repack it before you can head home. Repack means to pack again. All right, let's look down here. Complete each sentence. Add a prefix from the box to the base word at the end of the sentence. Write the new word on the line. All right, so we have 3 prefix choices here. We have over, pre, and miss. Let's go over their definitions again. Over, remember, means too much or too long. Pre means before. And miss means incorrectly or badly, okay? Let's look at number 6. Set an alarm clock so you do not blank sleep. These are your 3 choices. I'll give you a second to figure that out. Over, pre, or miss. What makes the most sense? We would set an alarm clock so that we do not oversleep. Over means too much or too long. If you oversleep, you sleep too long. And remember, there should not be any space between your prefix and your root word or your base word. It should all be one word. Okay, number 7. Before the real test, we will have a blank. So we've already used over. Our other choices are pre or miss. Before, use that context clue, the real test, we will have do we have a prefix that means before? Yes, it's pre. Before the real test, we will have a pre-test. A before test. Sometimes teachers use pre-tests in the beginning of the week for spelling and things like that to see what kids know before they start the lessons. All right. For some reason, when I downloaded this worksheet, it kind of messed up the format of the page, so we're going to pretend like this is not here. Be careful not to blank spell any words, okay? Well, we've already used over and pre, so our last choice is miss. Does miss make sense with this base word spell? Be careful not to misspell any words? Yes, that makes sense. Miss means wrong or incorrectly. So if you misspell something, you spell it incorrectly. We want to be careful not to misspell any words. That's why we use our spelling dictionaries when we write. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful. I will be adding another video on Wednesday when we go over our other phonics concept. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm always here to help clarify. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.